Welcome to the online class of Navajyoti High School with a new lesson of English composition for the secondary standard. Here, today's topic for the class is formal letter writing in the context of letter to editor. My dear students, hope you have the experience of writing a letter somehow. Now we are going to present you the types of letter. There are two types of letter, formal letter and informal letter. The formal letter means the official letter, such as letter to the SM or principal, letter to the authority, letter to the manager, letter to the director, business letter, letter to editor. Other hand, the informal letter represents the personal letters, like letter to friends and relatives, letter to parents, personal letter, etc. Here we will point out the various steps involved in writing the formal letter in the context of letter to editor. In writing a formal letter, we have to note basically the 9 steps of a formal letter. These are sender's writer's address, date, receiver's designation and address, subject, salutation, the body of the letter, subscription, signature or name of the writer, address on envelope. Let's have an example. Here is a question of letter writing. Write a letter to the editor of a local newspaper about frequent load shedding in the evening in your locality for 5 marks. Now we will discuss the 9 steps in this context. First of all, we have to write the sender's or writer's address. Here we will write our address as Examination Hall, Assam. Next, we have to put the date in this format only, like date 24th April 2020. After that, in this step, we have to write the receiver's designation and address like this. The editor, the Assam Tribune, Guwahati 03. Next, we have to write the subject of the letter with an underline. Here, subject, frequent load shedding problem. Thereafter, in the salutation part, we have to simply mention as sir or madam. The 6th step is very important, as the body is the main part of a letter. Here we have to notice some important points in writing the body of the letter. Writing the starting lines. Divide the letter into paragraphs to mark changes of subject matter, etc. Use simple and direct language in short sentences. Write very neatly. The subject matter should be included. Writing ending lines. Here some examples of starting lines. It may be, through the columns of your esteemed daily, I want to draw the attention of the concerned authority towards the so-and-so. Or, through the columns of your highly esteemed paper, I want to draw the attention of the higher authorities to the problem of so-and-so. I am writing to you in order to highlight the issue or problem. Other hand, some examples of ending lines. It may be, I hope this problem or issue will be marked to light and will be solved by the concerned authorities. I shall be grateful to you for placing the issue in your esteemed newspaper to solve the issue at the earliest. After that, in the subscription state, we can write yours faithfully, yours sincerely, etc. Then in the 8 steps, we have to write the name of the writer. But here just we have to put X, Y or Z. Don't mention your own name or address in the letter. Just put X, Y or Z. In the last step, we have to write the address of the receiver as the address mentioned here on the envelope, but it's optional. Okay, my dear friends, here is the final copy of the letter. Let's see. In this letter, you have noticed all the 8 steps of writing a formal letter. But in the last line where the subscription was written, you have noticed that we are writing this portion on the left hand side of the letter, but previously it was written on the right hand side of the letter. Nowadays, all the modern letter writing format follow the left hand side option for the subscription writing. Let's see the whole letter. You can pause the video to write it down. Letter writing practice is very important. Here, there are various topics on writing a letter to editor, like flood problems in your locality, poor communication, poor mobile network, scarcity of water in your area, garbage problem in your town, increasing the price rate of essential commodities, etc. Now we have an online homework. The homework is that you have to choose a topic from the previous list and to write a letter to editor of a local newspaper, and you have to submit it in the WhatsApp group. Now it's time to say you goodbye with a lots of wishes and hope. Thank you very much.